hip hop began in the ground.
Everybody played hardcore.
Tell a story. You couldn't ban any of them.
The black man has no shot in this business.
Let's go back into time a little bit.
I chose the name of hip hop.
Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop.
You gotta understand, you really have to understand that the Zulu nation had originally been the black spades.
From the beginning of the culture of hip hop.
Nobody knew that Brooklyn was doing it. We was already doing it.
Brooklyn has nothing to do with the founding of hip hop.
DJ Jones, DJ Hollywood, Plumber from Brooklyn. You had Grandmaster Flowers from Brooklyn, Mamboya. You had Master D and Ron K.
In 1977, I became the first female MC of the hip-hop culture and also the first female MC to join an all-male group, and that was the Funky Four.
Everybody that started with Mario that was leaving, Theodore was with Mario, Jay was with Mario, Bam got his first sound system from Mario. 5 different elements that make hip-hop hip-hop.
But I like that sound. I said, this is hip, and when you feel that music, you gotta hop to it. So that's why we call it hip hop.
Keith Cowboy of Grandmaster Flash is one of his first MCs. Hip hop was a derogatory term, referring to what we were doing.
We're online, listening to the hottest internet station.
Now all the ladies in the house.
The ladies.
The ladies in the house.
Come on, let me hear you say ow. Say ow.
Come on, the homeboys in the house.
The boys.
The boys in the house.
Come on, let me hear you say ho. Say ho. Get it up.
Hey, party people, just
Bust this.
we got a little something
That you can't resist.
we wanna say a little something
To the other MCs.
We said we don't have no quality.
We got
quality and sophistication,
and all we need is your cooperation.
to rock the house with the greatest of these. The masters ID.
I'm blessed and Mr. Freeze.
So come on, y'all, let's go to work. Bam, bada, Jazzy J,
And Red Alert. With others we form the Zulu Nation. Now check us out with our Jazzy sensation. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Our Jazzy sensation.
Now I'm the master ice and I'm twice as nice. I am the dedicated prince of the disco slides. As you can see, I'm rolling it up as the Romeo rock of the microphone.
Well, I'm the master D.E.E. So what it be? And rapping on the microphone is my pet peeve. An Aquarius man with a potent style. And every time I rap, it's on up worthwhile.
They call me Master B and that is true. Like the grass is green and the skies are blue. But I'm telling you that I will survive, cause I'm the microphone chief of the Jazzy Five. And I'm AJ Lex and I'm so unique, and it would be a treat to hear me speak. I'm a Leo man with the master plan, holding all the girls in the palm of my hand.
Well, I'm Mr. Freeze, and to tell you the truth, that my quality ranks about 100 proof. And for all of y'all who like to duplicate, I had to return to set the score straight.
Ha 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 ha. Funk it up, funk it up, funk it up. Get Jazzy y'all to the funky sound. Come on, everybody, and start to clap,
Because we are the kings of the body rock rap. So everybody come check out the five. Jazzy Five, we're the best alive.
And when we rock,
we can't be stopped.
and all you
other MCs take a hop. Our names are at the top of the list, and we're the best MCs that can ever exist.
So let's party
till you can't no more.
And if you can't,
just walk out the door.
And if you could,
you deserve a crew.
And like the five
MCs from Soundview.
we're the ones
divided, reunited.
Here we go.
You know we go. We go by the name out in the Hall of Fame. No other goddamn could ever play the game. Well, the flyest, those to be the highest. That's what at the top, then we can't be stopped. We're the sweetest, the neatest, the latest, the greatest, the best MCs to ever rise. And we go by the name of the Jazzy Five MCs.
The rock in the house, the rock sock in the house for the young ladies.
So watch out.
You don't stop, have that body rock. Now I'm the master ice and I own of the go. I'm known to be the superstar of the disco. I'm 5'8" with sweet brown eyes, guaranteed to make this party come alive.
Well, I'm the hip hopper and the MC topper, but everybody knows me as the latest grand rocker, MC Master D, and I'm the singer of the crew. So tell me, young ladies, what you want to do?
And I'm the Master D, as you will see. I hold the key to the door of society. But if you listen up close, you will agree. Baby doll, he's the best of the century. And I'm AJ Lex, at your request, a presidential rapper with a lot of less, cause you could call me AJ, but they call me Lester, the mic rocker, the woman possessor.
And everybody calls me Chucky Chuck. Chuck a luck, a luck, a luck, a luck, a luck. Instead of passing the mic, I had to pass the buck.
And now it's time to go amok. Get up.
Just get on down.
So listen everybody, listen everybody, listen up everybody, listen everybody, cause we got a surprise, got a surprise, we got a surprise, got a surprise.
Yes, indeed, in New York City looking pretty. Have no pity, cause I'm the master icing up in your city. Hey,
now it's time to throw, go high and low and do the jiggle.
Shake your body to the left, shake your body to the right. Go down to the floor, now you're looking out of sight. Then you come back up and look your partner in the eyes. You find yourself headed for a big surprise, because you split your pants and when you went real low. And that's why we call it the gigolo. Gigolo, gigolo, gigolo.
Sylvia, come on, so come on. I say clap your hands and do the gigolo.
Gigolo, clap your hands and do the gigolo. Gigolo. Listen, party people all across the nation. All we want from you is your cooperation. If you're getting down with no limitation, everybody say Jazzy Sensation. Jazzy Sensation. You don't stop a bad body rock. It's on, it's on, it's on, it's on. And if you know the words, why don't you sing along?
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I got the sensation.
Yes, y'all. It's your brother Van Silk back for another week with my man. Who's on the phone? What's his name? What's his name? Kool. Kool, the original Star Child. What up, baby boy? Silky RC Pack Jam. You know we do, boy. Tell him, son. Tell him. Yo, it's been crazy, man. It's a crazy month. It's a crazy month. This year is not crazy, buddy. But we gonna make everything real good, man. But like right now, we're explaining. We got a great guest tonight. We got a legend up in here tonight. But before I get to that, I want to explain to all y'all and our listeners. When you see my man Kool on Facebook talking about Ross Great Days in hip hop, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back to early June and July when he was doing that back then for August 12th. Nobody knew what was going on. They were just seeing that's a regular post. Ross Great Day in hip hop, be there, listing people's names. And what happened that day? Not only did we honor the Hip Hop Boulevard that was responsible for getting Cedric Avenue name change, we honored 16 of our legendary family members, from Kool DJ AJ to Disco King Mario to Big Bad Hank to Kid Delight from the Boogie Boys to Donald B from Harlem to Dal C from the Crash Crew to Donna Rock from the Fantastic Five. We honored to Pete DJ Jones, Mr. Magic, Scott LaRock. Jones, so tell him. Jones represented hip hop. All our fallen warriors, right? So everybody that fell before they got their due, they fell and we honored them, right? So tell them something. We honored them with a proclamation with the help of our legendary brother Curtis Blow. Co-signed by the city of New York. Right or wrong, so co-signed by the city, everybody in New York. We gave proclamations. We made sure that it was acknowledged, because they're not going to get acknowledged by VH1 and BET and the Kennedy Center and all these people, because they don't know who they are, because they don't know hip-hop. Right. And the people they do pick to know hip-hop, they don't pick the name that people familiarize with. In the world we live in our black world, it's not okay for our people to be familiarized with those who help cultivate a culture. Yes, sir. It's good for us to what we do, to make sure that we include people in what we do. So when you see my man Kool right now talking about March 18th, 2018. Yes. And he's talking about March Great Day in hip hop. I better get it right, because we're going to do it again. And it's going to be very special to those before records. Very special. When you see them popping names up there like Mr. Freeze, Tony Crush, and the Mercedes Ladies, and the original Spinella, and DJ Sinbad, and Chuck City, and original Clark Kent, and Red Alert, and putting up these names as we talk to individuals, you know it's gonna be some real shit that's not ready to jump off. Tell them so. Tell them. Let them know information. It's gonna jump off. Well, we gonna jump it off. The Imperial JC. We gonna jump it off. Dr. Gush. We gonna jump it off. Man with the Theodore. We gonna jump it off. And that's why you'll listen to us every Wednesday night on John D Network. 8 o'clock. When it was hip hop. Life and lifestyle. At 9 p.m. we got our protege, DJ 360. Tonight his guest is a replay that he did, a classic replay with Mama. With Mama, oh my God, I gotta get their names. I'm gonna get it. But tonight, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., right after us, is our brother. 360 with Mama Moonshine. Yes, sir. That group out of Atlanta. Yeah, I'm hyped right now. I'm hyped. Real crazy. I'm gonna be like my man AJ. Yo, what up, Silk? What up, RC? That's what we talk about. Talk to you, RC. I want to talk to you. Yes, sir. I want to see you, RC. I want to see you. That's it. I want to see you. That's right. I'm honoring. We're going to give you a little bit. We're going to honor Mike and Dave. We're going to honor Man Dip Light. We're going to honor Ray Chandler from Black Ray Chandler. Yes, sir. We're going to honor Sandwich from Sandwich Production, Jazzy B. We're going to honor UBN Production. We're going to honor Hollywood. Yo, so tell them, son. You hitting the name. This is hip-hop, y'all. This is hip-hop. Ooh. I love it. And we're going to honor some of our constituents. I can't tell you how many, but y'all going to be happy. You're all going to be happy. Hey, I don't want to interrupt you, but you know what, Stokey? See, only me and you and a few people know where this magnificent event will probably take place, because we've been trying to work hard on it. And once they find out where this is going to be at, if you know hip-hop, and see, at this day and time, cats got to understand, hip-hop started in one place. It started in the Bronx. So we're going to bring it back to the place where Spare Silk, as RC Pat Jam, he was in that building many a day. Kool, the original Star Child, hosted and played at many joints in this particular building. Chuck Free's been in this building with his group, the Jazzy Five, African Mambala, Kool Herc and the Herculoids, Grab the Flash and the Furious. We've all been in this building, and they don't even do hip hop anymore. But we're talking to them, and they acquiescing, and they said, you know what? If you do A, B, C, and D, and Van Stokes said, we'll do G, E, and F. We gonna be up in this building, and in March 2018, we bringing real hip hop back to acknowledge our story. That's all I gotta say. Hold on, Pat. When they seen Double Trouble sequence, Charlie Prince and Rockmaster Scott, the Dynamic 3. Hey, yo, son, Sparky D, yo. Sparky D. Yo, DJ Sinbad, my man from Cincinnati called me from Virginia. Cal, what's up? Yo, Sinbad, you my DJ, nigga. You down by law. Stop playing, right, so? We're going to put it on you, man. We're going to put it on you that weekend, and you're going to be like, oh, shit, that's that real shit. We'll make y'all cry that weekend. Tell them, y'all cry. You're going to cry that weekend. I'm going to cry. I'm crying over. We all going to cry, baby. We're going to have tears in our eyes. And we're going to stand and take them pictures and get them interviews. We're going to be like, yo, this is real hip-hop. We understand what's going on right now. But if it wasn't for us in the Bronx, it wouldn't be going on. Mad love to my man, yo, Peter, man. Peter Guns, yo. The Bronx is where it came from. And this is why we got our special guest tonight, because he was down right there in the beginning, too. And, yo, so everybody going to come out. Everybody gonna come out, and everybody got to pay their $4, $6. 4 with a flyer, $6 without. I don't care who you are. There you go. But now, we're gonna get, it's 8:18, and we got a special guest tonight. I call him Troublemaker. I call him bad boy. I call him like, my mama back in the day used to call the police for me, because I ain't come home, because I was at the park. I should have been at the park. I'm running around I'm running around Fox River. Yeah. I'm running around in Queens. I'm over here just starting shit. Yo, in hip hop, you only got a few brothers that will stand up to you and knock your head off. There you go, okay? You got a few brothers who's about they real shit. Yeah, we're gonna let him talk tonight. Because when I seen him when I was in New York, I was a little tight. And I wanted to apologize if he think I kind of disrespect him because I had on them damn sneakers all goddamn day. I'm used to wearing flip-flops down in Florida. Yeah. But, hey, yo, I'm going to say it like this. Now, I don't care if they had 10 hits or 1 hit. If that 1 hit they had, when it came out, it fucked the game up. Yeah, sure did. It fucked the game up. I'm going to play on my man right now. They call him Mr. Freeze, Chuck-a-Luck. Chuck-a knock you fuck the fuck up. So Mr. Freeze from the Jazzy 5. Legendary Jazzy 5. What up, Mr. Freeze?
Peace, my brother. Wow, you took it back to the Flintstones. Did you find out?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chuck Freeze in the building. Stop playing. Soundview houses in the building. Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. I just want to say it's an honor, man, to just be on the line with my 2 brothers, man. Do these travels of hip-hop since the beginning of all these years, man. It's just great to be here, man. You know what I mean? It's just great to be here. It's great to be on the show, man. And I give a great salute to y'all brothers, man. The Kool, and Star Child, man. My man, Van Silk. Silky. RC, baby. Let's get him. What's good, y'all?
Thank you, Chucky, man. Hey, yo, it's an honor, number one. And speaking for Van Silk, RC, Pac Jam, the original, yo, last of the real promoters, my man. Yo, RC, stop playing. You know, cats don't even realize what the work this cat laid down behind the. He's one of the original promoters, staying out there, got to fight for his dollars, handing out flyers, running from here to there, hopping the train, getting to the joints. You know, the OJs and all that. Back when hip-hop was real hip-hop, RC's one of them dudes, and he became, you know, Van Silk. He held it down. The first real joint on TV, you know, Rapper Mania. Yo, Van Silk is that dude. And you know me, Chuck, you know, me and you go back to, come on, man. Before it was even a Jazzy 5 doing a record, it was the Jazzy 5 MCs down with Africa Bambaataa. You know, and you know, Bambaataa's story right now is whatever it is, but y'all go back to the real times, and it's an honor to have you on our show. So thank you, brother, for honoring us with your presence tonight. So I want to tell you that right now. So, yo,
I
Chuck,
appreciate you guys.
No doubt, Chuck. You know we do. One love, son. We family, son. And me and you got personal history without shenanigans, because, you know, big light-skinned niggas got shenanigans, but that's between me and you. All day, son. No doubt.
Yes, indeed. No doubt.
Yes, indeed. So let me ask you, Chucky. Let's start from the beginning real quick. We're going to run through the history real quick in the beginning. You know, Van Silk, you know, Van said, I think it's when it was hip-hop, Life and Lifestyles, that's the name of our show. So we know that anybody on our show has made a mark in hip-hop. We don't talk to cats that never did nothing. So if you're on this show, you obviously have done something. So that's a given. So we're going to get to the point where we talk about what you're doing right now. But my job right now is to talk about your landmark status and what you did in the beginning. Now, I know personally where you come from because I come from the same hood. We all come from the, but we mean you, and we fans so too. We come from the boogie down. Tell me, what was it like in the very beginning when you first touched that microphone? How did you get into the game? Really quickly, how did you get into the game, Chucky? What made you pick up the mic? Who'd you start with, and how did that go down?
I think my very first beginning was Disco King Mario. Because what it was Mario used to come to my house. He used to eat my cereal and all of that. We had this guy, my friend, man, his name was James Tyler. We used to call him Oil Can Harry. You know what I mean? He taught me how to, like, steal people's lawnmowers. And what you do is you take the blade off the lawnmower, right? You take the blade off the lawnmower, and you put it on a frame, and then you put a clutch on it, and you turn it into a mini bike. So we had the shoestring. You know what I mean? So we had this cat that lived in my projects behind my building. We used to be in a parking lot, and his name was Biggie. You know what I mean? So he had a cousin by the name of Jazzy J, and Jazzy J's family. You know how when you go visit your family, they, you know, saying you stay outside and you hang out with the people in the new neighborhood. So
Yes.
Jazzy J was watching us do the bikes, and he was fascinated by it. So he started building bikes with us, and we started hanging out. Mario used to come around all the time. He was the one with the music, and he's the one that really he fascinated with me in the beginning because I know you guys remember they used to have these carnival trucks with the little roller coaster.
Right.
You put 50
Yes.
cents. So Mario was down with that. So we used to go to all these different boroughs and places and play music, and he would DJ, and we would have people get on the carnival ride. So that was like my very beginning. But then after that, then it evolved to like the Rockzilla crew, the Slide crew, then the Jazzy Five, and then bam. Because we always with Mario, Jazzy J, MC Sundance, Little Starsky, which is Oil Can Harry, myself, Master B, Charlie Chew, Master Ice. So then what happened was, everybody except for me, they went with Bambaataa. And I was working at that time. I was doing a bunch of other stuff. So, you know, I stayed basically close to Mario. Then Mario thing dissolved, and then we formed the Jazzy Five. But that was really early.
Wow. So when do you remember when you first touched the microphone in front of people? Now, and it's very important to understand when you first developed your rhyme skills and you decided, well, I can talk in front of people and I can rock the mic. I guess Mario was DJing for you. Do you remember when that first occurred?
Yeah, it was actually the first time. All right, let's go with this. The first time I spoke on the mic in public, this is how I really started emceeing. I was in public school, right? And my father used to entertain.
Yo, hold on a second. When you say public school, what are you talking about? Between the first and... Okay, so you're talking about at least sixth grade, Chuck?
Fifth grade. Listen, when I was a kid, I was too big for my age. This would happen. I was in public school. My father used to entertain a lot of celebrities, boxers, Joe Frazier. They used to all be in my house. Anyway, we had in school, we had those books, C-Tip, Run, C-Spot, Go, and all of that.
Yes, Sally, Dick, and Jane, all that, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of funny in school, so I used to laugh at the kids who used to read that. So my father used to have these Donald Goines books, and he had these poetry books by Langston Hughes. He had one called Johnson, Livingston, Seagull. So I started reading that instead of reading the C-Tip Run. And what happened was my father used to throw these parties in the living room with all these celebrities, and the song that was in my heart and in my brain at that time was Sex Machine. So I couldn't tell my father to turn the music down. So I used to laugh at kids in school. If you get up there and look stupid in front of class. So I would practice. So I wrote this rhyme, but it was a gangster rhyme, man. It got me suspended and everything. But I wrote it and I mixed like Langston Hughes with Donald Goines. And what happened was I wanted my father to turn the music down, but, you know, I couldn't tell my father that. He would have whooped my ass, you know what I mean? So I started reciting my rhyme to the Sex Machine. So my mom had got me this little radio from Corvette, and it had the TV on it. It had a little tape recorder and everything.
Right.
So, when I went to school, the teacher called me up because I had laughed at the kids before me, you know what I'm saying? So now I had to get my thing together. So when she told me to get up, I put the little radio up, boom, and I said the rhyme, and she sent me to the principal's office, you know what I mean? but I didn't get suspended, though. You know, the counselor called the principal called the counselor in. I had to perform it over again and again. It was curses and everything. I was in the fifth grade. And they told me I was talented or whatever, but, you know, they told me my lyrics were vulgar or whatever, but I didn't get in trouble, though. But that was my very, very first.
Wow. So when you got hooked up with Mario and you performed, where was that at? Was that in Bronxville or Soundview? Where was that at? And who was your DJ? I assume it was Mario, but do you remember that? And who was with you?
Before I was with Mario, but I couldn't get on the mic yet. Busy B was down with Mario. And we all was down together. Busy B, this is when Jazzy J was with Mario. This before Theodore was with Mario. This before the Outbreak. There was a guy by the name of Africa Kwame. We had the Ronzilla crew. And what we used to do is that the cops used to always harass us because his system was so loud. So we used to go in Soundview in the back and we used to put it on the roof. And we used to perform on the roof. And all the kids downstairs would be dancing to the music. And then when the cops would come, we would turn the music off. And the cops would come looking for the music, but they couldn't find us. So that's what got me ready for the world. And then I did Mario, we did Bronxdale, we did Soundview, we did Evergreen, Watson. And then after that, we started getting on that roller coaster truck. And it was a wrap after that. When we got on that truck, we went to Brooklyn, we went to Queens, we went to Staten Island, we went everywhere in that truck.
Wow. That's something I didn't even know. Okay, so now you become Chuck. What were you calling yourself then?
I was always two people. I was Chuck-a-Luck and I was Freeze. Chuck-a-Luck was like kind of bugged out, and Freeze was the cool one.
Freeze was cool. Okay, so
yeah.
How did the Jazzy 5 come about, and how did you get to deal with the label when the Jazzy 5 got signed, and y'all got signed and you did the record? Leading to that, but give me the story.
This is funny though, because I just found a comic strip where they illustrated exactly how to deal with them in one little story box. What happened was I was still with Mario, but I was going on everybody's sound system. If I hear the music, I'm coming and I'm getting on that mic. Now, you guys remember back in the day, if your rhymes wasn't tight, you would get knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You couldn't even get behind the rope. It wasn't easy like today. Like, it was the real territorial stuff. So I used to go from spot to spot, 180th, everywhere, Webster, and I used to get on the mic. So what happened was Master Ice, Master B, MC Sundance, and Charlie Chu, they was down with Soul Sonic Force. They was down with the original Soul Sonic Force. It was 8 MC. So what happened was Ice came to me and he was like, "Yo, we're gonna do our own group, and we want you to get down." So I was like, I did make a joke at the time because the Funky 4+1 was out, and I said, this ain't gonna be no Jazzy 4+1. It's gonna be Jazzy 5 because actually before I even got down, Lisa Lee was down with them before she got with Cosby.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she was down with them first, and it was like the Funky 4 with Shot Rock, and it was like, Jazzy 4 with Lisa Lee. So then when it got to me, I was like, nah, this got to be different. So, I was like, Freeze, 5, F, cool. You know what I mean? And we just took it from there. And then what happened was we do a party. Of course, we it was then Charlie Chu went to college. Sundance, he quit. You know what I mean? So we went to Master D because him and AJ Les had a group called the Devious 3 with K Deuce. So we actually
I remember that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we actually took them from the group and then we did our thing. But what I did was I was doing like some early promotion back in the day, and I used to do my little flyers, and rest in peace to Buddy Esquire, Eddie Ed. You know what I mean? Buddy Esquire actually made a flyer for me one time, and he let me sign the master. Now I mean, so that every flyer that went out had my little graffiti scribble on it.
Right.
But what happened was I threw a party in Kips Bay. It was called the Aquarius Bash. You know what I mean? It's my birthday because I'm Aquarius, Master D is Aquarius. I'm February 8th, he's February 9th. So, the flyer's up. It's picture me and D. So what happened was we did the flyer. We didn't know anything. So the party was packed. Kids Bay, we used to chill it because we used to rock all night long. We rocked all the music. So we in there killing Kids Bay, and next thing you know, I looked up and I seen Africa Bambaataa, and I seen this white boy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, at that time, like, I haven't seen a white boy in the neighborhood like that. It was real strange, like, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So everybody was looking at him like, whatever, boom, boom, boom. So we did the party. I didn't really pay them no mind. I was wild. I think that night I had I had my Jazzy 5 jacket, and while I was performing, I took the jacket off and I threw it in the crowd like, yo, he was just wilding. So anyway, so that was a Friday night. So no, I'm sorry, it was a Saturday night. So then the party ended or whatever, boom, boom, boom. So Bam did say something to me that night. He said something like, "Freeze, the Jazzy 5 is next" or whatever. But I didn't pay it no mind. You know, I'm rocking at my party. I joined his pack. We made mad money. We did everything ourselves. You know what I mean? We was our own promoters, and we did everything. All we did was hire our security and bring the sound system. So next thing you know, the next morning, now this is kind of ill too, but we'll get into this further later. But next thing in the morning, some other thing happened. Well, I got arrested, and my group was in the studio on Sunday morning. And the police brought me to the studio, and then I did my part. But that's how that popped off. It just popped off.
You said the police brought you to the studio, Chucky?
Yeah, the feds. It was a long time ago. I got on Yeah, I did my part in handcuffs. Yeah, I did my part in handcuffs. Like, you know me from the street.
Yeah, that's classic, man. That's classic, though. That's classic. Okay.
But if you listen to Jazzy Sensation, my voice is extra high. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because when they brought me in, I had on handcuffs. So the feds was in there talking to Tommy Boy, Bambaataa, Chef Pettibone, and Arthur Baker. So I guess Chef Pettibone, he got a little nervous. So when I did my part, he put the tape on the wrong speed.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's classic. So when I spit it, it was slower. But when they speeded it up, it was like, "Oh, Mr. P." But it's all good.
Wow.
You know, just history. There's no doubt.
That's history right there, man. That's classic history. When it was hip-hop, that's classic history. So now the Jazzy 5 gets signed to Bambaataa, and I guess he got to deal with Tommy Boy. So do you remember the first big show that the Jazzy 5 did with that record? Because now the original record came out. It's an R&B hit, so now you're performing the rap version. What's the big show? The first show y'all did, I'm not talking about outside of New York, because let's talk about New York, when y'all performed in New York. What's the first big show y'all did in New York where your peers could come, us as MCs, your fans, cats from Soundview, Bronx River, cats who knew y'all, your girls, anybody who knew who Chuck Freeze was, and everybody that New York could come see you. What show was that? Do you remember that?
Look, I'll be honest. Like, our main thing, the park jams, 100 Park, those parks like that, Stevenson High School, those were the ones where we really was at home. Now, if you want to talk about the biggest show that we did, like, because we did shows with Denise Morgan, like, back then, we was doing, like, shows with R&B acts. And, you know, this was back when I was a kid, and what it was we kind of broke away from Bam at that time. Because he wasn't getting no money, man. And we had to do what we had to do to get bread at that time. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why the street element always set us. But, you know, so what we did was, it's like, I think I turned 18. And I said, "Listen, man, that's it, man. You ain't going to jerk us no more. We're out of here." So what I did was, I took Jazzy 5. We went up to Albany. And, you know, we all had a little bit of money. I think they put that like $40. You know what I mean? Some had $9, some had $12. So we all went to Albany. We stayed in these girls' houses. And, we balled out, too. It was beautiful. We bum rushed the radio station. And we pushed on the air. And then we announced we was there. We told the clubs that we was in town. They called the radio station. They want us to perform. So just so happens, this group, they canceled out for SUNY College performance. So it was 20,000 people in SUNY College. We were the headliner. It was the Jazzy 5, GQ, and the Whatnot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it was packed. It was packed. And at that time, you know, rap was new. And our rap was like, we was on some R&B-ish rap. So R&B cats didn't like us. You know what I mean? So before the show, like, we went downstairs, we played basketball. First we beat the Whatnot, you know what I mean? They had that song Help Me on the Way. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Raheem from GQ, he's from Bronxdale. You know what I mean? So we all know each other coming up. We all came up together. So, you know, he always makes a funny face when you see me. So we beat them in ball. So it was funny. We went, me and Master B, like, we was the wild ones. We sat in the crowd. So the Whatnots performed, then GQ performed. And, you know, the crowd was all sitting down and they was just rocking the GQ. I mean, I Just Love You, you know, everything. They was
right.
So, you know, we was hip-hop. So we didn't play. So we stayed in the crowd. So Master Ice had to get on the stage and say, yo, Mr. Freeze, Master B, come to the stage. So when we jumped out the crowd and ran to the stage, that already was impact because people was like, oh, snap, they were sitting right next to us. And then when we performed, we made everybody stand up. So we changed it because this was stadium seating. So we made everybody stand up. And that was, to me, that was one of the best performances. Like I said, I performed with Evelyn Champagne King, a bunch of people back then, but and even Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers, Pleasure, a bunch of groups. But Sony, to me, was the best because it was our Independence Day. You know what I mean?
Wow. Right. I feel that. So, what was the pinnacle of the Jazzy 5 success? That was your first big show, but what was the biggest thing you ever did after that? I mean, because I remember when the record was out, and me being an MC, and I had a couple of records, and you know, all us MCs would watch everybody else get their deals and do what they did. What do you think was that you could look back now and say, well, this is when we really, really, really made it? What would you say was the point where you think the Jazzy 5 really made it? Do you have a point in your career that you could say that?
I'll be honest. I could say the anniversaries, but SUNY College for me was it. You feel me? After that, we had to start getting jobs. You know what I mean? And Charlie Chu went to college, and you know things changed after that. You know, and at that time, you got to understand the way my deal went down. It went down above that. You know what I mean? So that was my group signed the deal. And then I was the one to come in at the end. Like, it was just like straight out of Compton. Because I was like, look, when I read it, you know, I was very, you know, conscious when I was a kid. So, now. So I looked at it, yo, this contract saying they're going to own our name, they're going to own our rights, they're going to own. So I was like, nah, I'm not signing that. So that was the problem. The problem was I didn't sign the contract. And so to this day, there is no physical contract for Jazzy Sensation. So whoever signed or whoever didn't sign, it don't matter because no contract exists to this day.
Really? Okay, I never knew that.
Yes, indeed.
Wow. Okay, wow. Okay, Dan, so go ahead, man.
I'm sorry. I know I went on a little bit, but it's so much. Man.
No, it's all good. It's all good, Chucky. This is your show, man. It's all about Chuck Freeze, Chuck-a-Luck, and the Jazzy 5 and Chuck Freeze. And you just dropped some mad jewels about your history, because your history is mad important to the history, because these young cats and whoever's listening got to understand. See, hip-hop is mad different right now. Van Stoke know that, because Van Stoke is, his imprint in the deal-making, signing of artists, all that stuff, Van Stoke has an imprint in all of that. And I already know that because I know, and I know he know, I know. But see, for our listeners, they need to know what it was about back in them days. Now it's completely different. But back in your days, in my days, when we were getting deals and trying to run around and get paid, and then we signing these bullshit-ass deals, and then, we get a royalty check, and well, pal, you didn't do this, or Chuck, you didn't do that. It's very important, and I thank you for that. That's what you gotta say, son.
Oh, I always say is like, listen, man, there's a lot of stuff that you hear from our pioneers and legends. Because I just came on Facebook, somebody just made a post about calling our pioneers on legends, veterans that they served in a war somewhere. And like they got ambushed. They ain't no goddamn veterans. You're a pioneer, man. You're a practitioner of this culture, man. But please, there's a lot of things you've been doing over the years. If you'll hear that, that's my ringtone from my email. But over the years, you've been doing a lot of things, and I know you've been getting into things with streaming, and go freeze, and it's like I want you to clear it up and explain to the people what the whole streaming thing you was telling me about. Can you clear that up and explain to the people who don't understand the world of technology that we live in going into 2018?
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna tell you, you the right one that I just started the station with, because you was the king of pay-per-view at one time, brother. So you already know. Now, that's where it spins off from what we was talking about. Because of those bad deals, I had to start learning the business. You know what I mean? And ways to promote us and promote our technology and what we're doing. So now I got a new thing that I'm going to announce soon. It's going to come up that it's going to be phenomenal, and it has to do with streaming. The sponsors are Xbox, PlayStation, Toshiba, Samsung, every smart TV, every Apple TV. Because my whole thing is to build a forum to promote our craft, because this is our craft. We built this, and it's not even just about to say we did it first or whatever. But it's in our blood. We live this. We can't get away from this. Come on, man. You know how many jobs I had? I can't get away from hip hop, no matter how hard I try. She's just like an ex-chick that just keeps coming back. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to open the door and let her all the way in, and that's where I'm at right now. But yeah, we got this technology that's coming out that every artist, DJ is going to be able to promote to an audience of 250 million homes. Like I said, I can't really say the name yet, but we will get back to that. We will. But we got some big things coming. The 2018 is about to be really crazy. And you know what? We're doing this in a way where no conglomerate can monopolize. Okay?
Wow.
Where everybody on an equal plateau. You could be on the same advertising plateau as Pepsi, as General Mills, and as Quaker Oats, or whoever. You feel me? And they can't take over. So we'll definitely get into that. I can't say too much, but there's so much coming. 2018, be on the lookout for real.
Chuck, I think Van Sook really wants to elaborate on what you've been doing, because, I follow you on Facebook, Instagram, and I know you've been dealing with other artists. You've been on other platforms promoting not only Chuck Freeze, but other idioms. And like, what are you doing as far as getting your brand out? And what have you been doing to expand your name, the Chuck Freeze, the Chuck-a-Luck, and the Jazzy 5 name? Elaborate on that.
Of course, I make sure that our social media presence is known on all platforms. But like I said, with the technology, this is all building up to the technology. This new platform that's going to be introduced in 2018. All of this, all the things you see, all the different artists, because we always look at the best of the best. All of this is going to be on display for the world, for 250 million homes. And there's already 250 million subscribers already. Anybody that got an Xbox, anybody that has a PlayStation is going to be able to see your forum. Not only hear it, but see it as well. Like I said, I'm not trying to give up too much, but I want you to understand where we're going here. 250 million homes. Every Xbox, every PlayStation, every Roku, anything smart. Anything smart is going to be a part of. But I have been doing a lot of different things. I've been working with the streaming technology and stuff that, all these things are promotional vehicles to promote who we are and our craft.
Right. Because you've always impressed me as being one of the pioneers that's been on top of the modern movement. A lot of cats don't get into it. Like, I'm not really technologically savvy. I rely on other cats to promote my name. That's just me personally. But you've always been one of those dudes that's been a vanguard of modern technology. I respect that. And I respect the fact that you don't sit on your ass and you're on the internet all the time. You're on your computer all the time. And, you promote other artists. You've been involved with other movements. And, this is why we get into this with you right now, because you are like at the forefront out of the pioneer movement. You know, Chuck Freeze, Chuck-a-Luck. If you go on the internet right now on Facebook and Google your name, and you know, and you're a friend of Chuck Freeze, of course. But let's just say you're not a friend of Chuck Freeze, but you Google his name, all your artists, all the movements, everything you've done over the last couple of years, all of it pops up, and you see he's not sitting down. So this is why I asked you this question, and what's coming up in 2018. I mean, I'm a personal friend of yours, so I can always call you like tonight. Yo, Chuck, what are you talking about? You'll tell me.
That's right.
But
that's right.
For our audience, it's good for you to elaborate just a little bit without divulging the time-kept secret. You feel me, Chuck? Because it's important to let these artists know and the audience, Chuck Freeze is on the tip of something that's happening, and he knows, and there's a reason why you know. You feel me, Chuck?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
It's just like, you know what it is? My whole thing is about real time. You know, even when it comes to the art itself, like, you can call me a legend, pioneer, whatever, but I have to keep evolving. If I get on the mic, I can't sound like the 80s. I got to sound like 2022.
There you go. There you go.
Because I got to get ahead of the game, because as pioneers in the beginning, that's why we are pioneers, because we were ahead of our time. So we were ahead of our time then, and we have to be ahead of our time now.
That's what's up, Chucky. And that's what I'm leading to. And let me ask you this real quick, because I want Van Silk to chime in right now, because Van Silk is ahead of his time, and he has his pulse, he has his finger and his pulse on what's going on right now. I understand that you got a collaboration with another one of my boys, you know, what did they care? You know what I'm saying? From the world famous Fantastic Five MCs. What's going on with that? If you want to elaborate real quick.
Well, that's the movement that's moving now. We're going to launch that in January. That's going to be really crazy. We did a lot of good music really quickly, and we got a great response. Like, my people in California, I just want to say this too. Shout out to the band. It's a band. They go by the name of the Do Right. They took one of our songs called Cameras Go Click, and the live band went in the studio and performed live to over our vocals. Phenomenal, really grown folks music. So what I'm doing now is, with this project, we're hitting regions now. Now we're going to start doing 5 regions in January. Now, each region, it might have the same song, but it's going to have the remix for that region. You feel me?
Right, right.
If we down south, so we got down south music for that song. If we're in the West Coast, we have the West Coast version for that song, and so on. You feel me? So I'm trying to lead this brigade so that people could follow on, and we could blanket this world with our music, because this way we are unstoppable. And I'm talking about everybody. You know what I mean? Because people don't understand. It's about the song, and the song belongs to you. And your job is to promote it.
Gotcha.
Promote it. And if they like oranges, I'm not going to come with a bag of apples. I'm going to bring them a bag of the dopest oranges with my vocals on it. You feel me?
Gotcha. And I like the word unstoppable, because you've been promoting that word. Listen, I watch everything you do, son. Don't sleep on Kool Cow. The word unstoppable, you know, that's what you promote, unstoppable. And I feel that. Indeed. So you mean you got to talk on the side, because, you know, I got something for you. But that's another thing.
Indeed.
So, Van Silk, you got some questions you want to ask Chuck Freeze?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's getting on that time that we're going to have to move on to the next hour.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, this is our brother. You know, John Doe Network, DJ Mike Styles, Tanya, Kool Cow, Van Silk, we got our legendary brother, Freeze, on the phone.
And DJ 360 in the building.
DJ 360 will be in the building at 9 p.m. with Mother Moonshine and his great interview. He's listening, so we sound good. If we know we on the phone, we ain't got direct microphone, but that's how we get down gritty.
Yeah, that's how we get down, right? So, we just do it, and we just do it like back in the day. We just do it. Plug it in, and it comes out. Throw your hands in there. Say, oh, yeah, that's it. That's how we do. Yes, sir.
But we going to get together, and, you know, it's 8:55, and, you know, like, March 2018, people, that's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Can I say we'll be in the building?
Are you going to be in the building, Chuck?
Oh, yeah, the whole Jazzy 5 going to be in the building. You know
the Jazzy 5 MCs.
Jazzy 5 going to be in the building for that. Believe that. We're going to
yes,
take it back.
We go, fellas.
We need a 40-minute set.
Yo, Chucky, calm down, son. Calm down. This we on the radio. Listen, don't get crazy. This we on the radio. It's band stuff in a Kool cow. You know how we do when we in private. When you on the phone, on the three-way. Knock it off, baby. But you down. Listen, Chucky, you down by law, big boy. Yo, you family, son.
Kool cow.
Yes, sir.
Kool cow. And
yes, sir.
Please. Yo, I'm going to get a real RC Pack jam on them. This is not even no band silk shit.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to make an announcement this week about Hollywood and Reggie Wells, Eddie.
Oh.
We're going to make an announcement to Casey and Prince of Soul. We're going to make those announcements coming in.
Yo.
We're going to drop a dime on them. Yo, even after we talk to my man, Hugh Rock, because he think brothers be leaving him out. Like, yo,
no.
He's family too, no doubt. You know, Kool Rock. Yo, I got to reach out to Disco 4, B Fats. My man Willie Gums for the radio.
No doubt.
We got to give love to Willie Gums. You know, I reach out to Missy D, but I reach out to Miss Sadley. I got to reach out to Lisa Lee, Sean Rock, Debbie D. Listen, I didn't even start reaching yet. My hand's still in my pocket.
There you go.
You don't understand how we going to get down.
Yo, some people don't even understand what we trying to do because it's early. It's only November. Yes, sir.
Some people know about the CD3 and Fantasy 3.
There you
Let's
go.
get it crowded.
That's right.
Silver Fox. What?
What about Grandmaster DST, Kimber, and them, the Infinity?
Yes,
there you go. There you go.
That's turntablism to it at its finest right there.
Can I get a little nasty? Lightning Lance and all of them, Hypnotizing 5.
Wow, that's the Davy Boys. That's the Davy Boys from the neighborhood.
Can I get nasty?
Neighborhood.
Ray Vaughn, DJ Spotty.
Yo, my man DJ Sinbad hit me. Yo, Kyle, why ain't you me? I said, listen, my man Van Silk, that's my partner. We don't prove anybody, so I call my man. But I tell you what, I'm going to put you up tonight without even talking to him, but your ass better be here. Get on that train or bus or plane and come from Sinbad from Virginia, because that's where you live.
Hey, yo, we're gonna get even more nasty. Kyle on the mixologist and DJ Kool B.
Kool. Yo, that was my humble beginnings right there.
Chucky, we already know, son. Kool DJ G. That's our boy, son. That's our boy. Like, you our boy. We talk to D on the regular, like 10 o'clock in the morning. Yo, D, what you doing? Eating Cheerios. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Right or wrong, Silky?
Yo, we can go different. Disco Twin.
Rest in peace to his mother, man. Yo, she always supported.
And guess who found somebody I was looking for? This will fuck everybody up. MC Sonny G and MC Kenny G.
Kenny G. Stop playing.
AJ, the original MC, before anybody got down with AJ. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. I remember the flyers. Kenny G. Wow.
Play with
be
me.
on the window with the speaker.
Right, Chucky. Right.
It wasn't even a serious 3MC when it was Kenny G. It was a right 3MC.
Wow,
it was my man,
right.
It used to be my man out there. He had one arm. He lived in the Morehouses, yo.
One arm case, Captain Ryder.
Yeah! Yo, that's my man. Yo, listen, one day I was coming through, and it was to the sports fantasy news. They had him surrounded. I said, yo, man, you good? He said, nah, man, no, look, because I was young and stupid. He said, nah, man, check this out. He said, sit on the bench right there. Yo, I sat on the bench, yo, he knocked everybody out. Yo, that's my man right there.
Wow. A lot of people don't like to roam around Soundview where the Koji Corner was.
Yep.
Because, see, my uncle and aunt lived at 542 Commonwealth.
There you go.
Right down the block.
So like that's real hip hop. That's real boss. That's BX41. That's BX55. That's number 2, number 5 train. That's number 6 train. Pelham Parkway joint. Yo, listen, stop playing.
542. Listen, 542 Commonwealth. That's Big Pun's block. You understand?
That's Big Pun. No doubt.
That's no doubt. Them lived here since the 70s, man. They built the house in the 70s. Let me give you one more.
You know I know.
Kenny Kid and the K Connection from Monroe House.
Y'all K Connection. Classic K Connection. Van just said call TNT, K Connection. What we're doing, real quick, y'all, is bringing back the real history for one night to have everybody under one roof. We're going to take that. Okay.
I'm going to do the whole year.
And take that picture and get that video. So this is where it came from. So if all of us drop dead the next day, you know what, y'all? If it wasn't for us, none of this shit would be going on. And that's a fact. Thanks to Van Silk and his man Kool, the original Star Child, Chuck Fleece, and everybody else that came up in them days. That's what it's about.
We got to get into our 9 o'clock hour. Thank you, Chuck. All I can say is, y'all, have your $4 or $6 put aside. Okay, there you go. For cost. $4 or $6. There you go. $4 for ladies with a flyer. $6 for the fellas with a flyer.
There you go.
That's how we getting down. We get down.
You gotta have that flyer. You gotta have the paper flyer too. Not no stone joint.
This word buzzing around. What's that graphic artist name that used to make our flyers? Kool guy. What was his name again?
Say it again, so.
What was that again, so? Was the guy that made me a Mike and Dave flyer? What was his name?
I don't know. Buddy? Was it Buddy?
Rest in peace to Buddy and Eddie, man.
Yeah.
Because that was some uptown shit. Oh, come on, Cal. You know my man that made that flyer. Come on, that made me a Mike and Dave.
Vanilla was out back then.
Nah, man. Cal know his name. I know his real name is Lonnie. What's his name, Cal?
Phase. My man,
Who might make the Phase, Cal?
Phase 2, man. Phase 2.
Holy shit. Oh, it's time. We got to sign. Oh, gosh.
I can talk to Phase. Phase 2, man. Phase 2, man. I'm a graffiti writer. Phase 2, son. Graffiti writer. Phase 2. Lonnie. Yep. But you can't call him Phase 2 now. You gotta call him The Truth. His new name is The Truth. If you call him Phase, he'll get mad at you and hang the phone up. His new name is The Truth. And that's a whole nother story. Me and you will talk about that.
Shout out to Tracy 168.
There you go. My man Michael.
Shout out to Mike. Tracy 168, baby. Shout out to Ryan Savage. Hip Hop Movement. Shout out to Busy B. Shout out to everybody doing something positive. Yo, this is Van fucking Kool Cow with our guest, Mr. Free. We gotta go. We really gotta go. We out of here.
We gotta go. Yo, we mad late. Y'all love you, Silk.
Love you, my brother.
360. 360. One love, son.
360 bars. What's next?
Yo, Mikey. One love, Mikey.